Have you ever found yourself gazing out the window, perhaps while sipping your morning tea or coffee, and feeling a little twinge of worry about what the future holds? Maybe thoughts drift to the traditional idea of what happens as we get older, picturing the quiet halls of a nursing home. And a quiet sigh escapes you. It's a common image. Isn't it one that, for many, feels less like a peaceful next chapter and more like an ending to independence? A farewell to the comforts of home, and a fading away from the vibrant life you've built. That fear, that reluctance to give up the freedom and familiarity we cherish. It's a very real and valid feeling for so many of us. But what if I told you that the future of senior living looks nothing like those old fears? What if the idea of a nursing home after 65 is becoming as outdated as dial-up internet? There's a quiet revolution happening right now, a movement towards new ways of living that put your independence, your comfort, and your desire for connection front and center. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 7 new senior living trends that are completely reshaping what it means to age gracefully, powerfully, and on your own terms. These aren't just ideas. They're real, practical options that could truly change your life. So, put that worry aside, lean in, and watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Let's start right where many of us want to be in our own homes, surrounded by our memories and the things we love. This first, and perhaps most powerful, trend is called aging in place. But it's not just about staying put. It's about strategically adapting your living space and embracing technology to ensure your home remains a safe, comfortable, and independent haven for years to come. Think about it. Your home is more than just walls and a roof. It's a part of who you are, a repository of your life's story. The thought of leaving it can be heartbreaking. But the good news is, with a few thoughtful adjustments, that home can continue to serve you beautifully. We're talking about smart home devices that can make daily tasks easier and safer. Imagine being able to simply tell your lights to turn on or off, or having a voice assistant remind you of appointments, or even call a loved one with just your voice. These aren't futuristic fantasies. They're readily available tools like smart plugs, smart bulbs, and devices like Amazon Echo or Google Home. For instance, a smart thermostat can learn your preferred temperatures and adjust automatically, saving you trips to a wall unit. Or smart door locks mean you can let in a delivery person or a family member remotely without fumbling with keys. Beyond convenience, technology plays a crucial role in safety. Fall detection systems, whether worn as a pendant or integrated into home sensors, can automatically alert emergency contacts or services if you take a tumble. This isn't about being monitored constantly, but rather having a silent guardian that offers peace of mind for both you and your family. Many modern homes are also being retrofitted with discrete motion sensors that can learn your daily patterns. If there's a significant deviation, say, you haven't moved from your bedroom in an unusual amount of time, it can send an alert. Think about Martha, a spry 78-year-old. She had smart lights installed that turn on automatically when she enters a room, eliminating the need to search for a light switch in the dark, a common cause of falls. She also uses a smart doorbell with a camera, so she can see who's at her door and speak to them without having to get up. These small changes made a huge difference in her sense of security and her family's peace of mind. Then there are the physical home modifications, which are just as vital as the tech. Simple things like grab bars in the bathroom, a walk-in shower or tub, and raised toilet seats can prevent accidents and maintain dignity. Wider doorways, a ramp for steps, or even a stair lift can make your home accessible if mobility becomes a challenge. Even ensuring clear pathways, good lighting, and non-slip rugs can make a world of difference. The key is to think ahead, perhaps making these changes incrementally rather than waiting for an urgent need. Maybe you start with updating your bathroom, then consider better lighting, and later, if needed, explore more significant changes. The aim is to create an environment that adapts to your evolving needs, allowing you to remain independent and comfortable in the place you love most. It's about empowering you to stay in your home, surrounded by your cherished memories and independence, for as long as you desire, moving beyond individual homes. The next trend opens up a world of community and shared living. often with surprising benefits. Imagine living in a neighborhood designed from the ground up for connection and mutual support, where privacy is respected, but help is always close by. This brings us to co-housing and intentional communities. This isn't your traditional senior community with endless planned activities, unless that's what you want. Instead, it's a collection of private homes, often clustered around shared common spaces like a large kitchen, dining area, gardens, or workshop. Residents here actively participate in the planning and management of their community, creating a vibrant, self-governing environment. It's a proactive choice to live in a supportive neighborhood where you know your neighbors and genuinely care for one another. Think of it like a modern village, designed for adults who want to age with purpose and companionship, avoiding the isolation that can sometimes creep in as we get older. Residents might share a meal in the common house a few nights a week, form committees for gardening or maintenance, or simply enjoy a cup of coffee together on a shared patio. The beauty of it is that while you have your own completely private home, you're never truly alone. If you need a hand with groceries, someone to check on you when you're feeling under the weather, or just a friendly face for a chat, that built-in support system is right there. This model is thriving in many parts of the country, with new communities forming all the time, often spearheaded by groups of friends or like-minded individuals who want to create their ideal aging experience. It's a powerful move away from institutional living and towards vibrant, self-directed community. Now that we've discussed the power of adapting your own home and the appeal of purpose-built co-housing communities, let's explore some other innovative ways people are finding independence and connection. Another fascinating trend that's gaining popularity, especially among families looking to keep loved ones close, is the rise of accessory dwelling units, or ADUs. You might know them by other names like granny flats, in-law suites, or even tiny homes. These are essentially smaller, independent living spaces built on the same property as a main house. This could mean converting a garage, building a small cottage in the backyard, or even finishing a basement with its own entrance, kitchen, and bathroom. The brilliance of ADUs lies in their flexibility and the way they foster multi-generational living without sacrificing privacy. Imagine a retired parent living in their own comfortable, compact home just steps away from their adult children and grandchildren. They maintain their independence, their routines, and their personal space. But help is immediately available if needed, and family connections are strengthened through proximity. Consider Mary, a vibrant 80-year-old who moved into a beautifully designed ADU built by her son and daughter-in-law in their spacious backyard. She has her own garden, a compact kitchen where she bakes her famous cookies, and a cozy living area. Every evening, she walks a few steps to the main house for dinner with her family, and her grandchildren often pop over to read to her or share their latest school projects. This arrangement offers her independence while giving her family peace of mind and the joy of daily interaction. For the adult children, it's a way to provide support to their parents without the parent having to move into their main house, which can sometimes create friction or a feeling of lost autonomy. It's also an economic benefit, as it can be less expensive than traditional senior living options, and it potentially adds value to the property. ADUs are truly revolutionizing how families can stay connected and support each other through the aging process, offering a perfect blend of independence and proximity. Moving on. Have you ever noticed how some neighborhoods just seem to naturally have a wonderful mix of older adults who look out for each other? Perhaps gathering for coffee or sharing garden tips. This organic phenomenon is what we call a naturally occurring retirement community, or NORC. These aren't planned communities like co-housing. They're simply residential areas where a significant proportion of residents have aged in place, often in homes they've lived in for decades. What makes NORCs so special is that, over time, residents often develop an informal but incredibly strong network of support. Neighbors become like extended family, checking in on each other, sharing rides, helping with small repairs, or simply providing companionship. It's a powerful testament to the human need for connection and community. Think of Mrs. Peterson, who's lived on Elm Street for over 50 years. Her neighbor, Mr. Henderson, who's just a few years younger, has always kept an eye on her place, especially when she travels. When she needed help moving some heavy flower pots, a few younger neighbors were there in a flash. And when Mr. Henderson had a knee surgery, Mrs. Peterson brought over her famous chicken soup every day. This isn't organized care. It's just neighbors caring about neighbors. The challenge with NORCs is that they're not explicitly designed for aging, so residents might still need to actively seek out services like transportation or specialized medical care. However, many NORCs are now being recognized by local governments and nonprofits, which are starting to offer services directly to these neighborhoods, bringing resources like social workers, health programs, and transportation hubs right to where the seniors already live. It's about leveraging existing social capital and strengthening those natural bonds that already exist, making it easier for people to age comfortably and securely in the neighborhoods they love. Next, let's talk about senior co-ops and shared living. This trend is about finding compatible housemates to share a home, splitting costs and responsibilities, while creating a supportive and social environment. It's a fantastic alternative for those who don't want to live alone, but might not be ready for a large, purpose-built community. Imagine 2 or 3 friends, or even strangers brought together by an agency, deciding to pool their resources to rent, or even buy a larger home together. Each person has their private bedroom and bathroom, but common areas like the kitchen, living room, and garden are shared. This arrangement offers significant financial benefits, as housing costs, utilities, and even groceries can be shared, making independent living more affordable. Beyond the financial aspect, it also combats loneliness and isolation, providing built-in companionship and a sense of security. Take the example of Doris and Susan, both widows in their late 70s. They met at a local community center and realized they both loved gardening and cooking. They decided to rent a beautiful, spacious home with 2 master suites. They split the rent, share meal preparation duties a few times a week, and enjoy daily walks together. If one of them isn't feeling well, the other is right there to help. This kind of shared living requires clear communication and agreement on expectations. But when it works, it creates a wonderfully supportive and cost-effective living arrangement. It offers the best of both worlds, personal space and privacy. Combined with the warmth and security of companionship, it's a creative and empowering way to approach senior living, proving that you don't have to compromise on either independence or community as you age. Now, let's turn our attention to an incredibly heartwarming and mutually beneficial approach to aging, intergenerational living. This trend moves beyond simply living near other seniors and instead deliberately creates environments where different age groups live together or interact regularly, often under the same roof. For mutual benefit, this can take many forms, from purpose-built communities that integrate student housing with senior residences to individuals sharing their homes with younger people in exchange for help. The idea is that everyone has something valuable to offer. Regardless of age, older adults often have wisdom, life experience, and a desire to connect, while younger generations might offer tech-savvy, physical assistance, or simply a fresh perspective and vibrant energy. Imagine a scenario where a university student, struggling with rent, finds affordable housing by agreeing to help an older homeowner with yard work, grocery shopping, or simply providing companionship a few hours a week. Or picture a senior living community that has a daycare center on its campus, allowing residents to interact with young children, read to them, or participate in playtime, bringing immense joy and purpose to both generations. There are even programs where retired teachers live on university campuses, offering tutoring and mentorship to students in exchange for reduced rent, creating vibrant learning and living environments. Sarah, a retired librarian, opened a spare room in her home to a young art student who helped her set up her new tablet and organize her extensive book collection. In return, Sarah often shared her life stories and provided a listening ear, enriching both their lives. This kind of living arrangement combats age segregation, fosters understanding, and can be incredibly rewarding. It recognizes that age is just a number and that connections across generations can lead to richer, more fulfilling lives for everyone involved, creating a tapestry of shared experiences and mutual support that truly enriches the community as a whole. Finally, we arrive at a truly revolutionary concept that doesn't require moving at all, but rather connects you to a robust network of support right from your own home. This is the village model, sometimes called a virtual retirement community. It's not a physical place. It's a membership-based organization, run by and for its members, that connects older adults to vetted services and social activities, all designed to help them stay in their homes as they age. Think of it as a concierge service for aging in place, built on a foundation of community and mutual support. For a modest annual fee, members gain access to a carefully curated list of pre-screened service providers, from handymen and plumbers to electricians and transportation services, who are reliable and often offer discounted rates. This eliminates the stress and uncertainty of finding trustworthy help. But the village model is so much more than just a list of service providers. It's a vibrant, active community. Members organize a wide array of social events, interest groups, and educational workshops, all designed to foster connection and prevent isolation. These might include book clubs, walking groups, shared meals, art classes, technology workshops, or even trips to local attractions. If you need a ride to a doctor's appointment, you might get it from another volunteer member who lives nearby. If you want to learn how to use a new app, there's likely a tech-savvy volunteer or a workshop designed just for that. The key is that members often volunteer their own skills and time to help others in the village, creating a powerful cycle of reciprocity and interdependence. Consider the Beacon Hill Village in Boston, one of the pioneering examples. Members there can call for help with anything from changing a light bulb to getting a ride to the airport, or simply finding someone to share a cup of coffee with. This model empowers older adults to continue living independently in their beloved homes and neighborhoods, surrounded by friends and a network of reliable support. Without ever stepping foot into a traditional senior living facility, it provides the infrastructure for social engagement, practical assistance, and peace of mind, proving that community and comprehensive support can be built around your existing life, rather than requiring you to move into a new environment. It truly is about bringing the support to you, wherever you choose to call home. So, as we reflect on these 7 incredible trends, from adapting your cherished home with technology, to creating intentional co-housing communities, integrating with ADUs, benefiting from the natural bonds of NORCs, embracing shared living, fostering vibrant intergenerational connections, and finally, joining a supportive village model, it becomes wonderfully clear that the future of aging is not about passively accepting a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about choice, empowerment, and designing a life that truly fits your desires for independence, connection, and joy. You have more options now than ever before to live your best life, on your terms, for many years to come. Remember, small changes, or even just exploring one of these ideas, can make a monumental difference to your happiness and sense of belonging as you navigate this exciting chapter. We are moving away from the outdated notion of nursing homes as the only path, and towards a dynamic landscape of living solutions that celebrate your individuality and your desire for a rich, fulfilling life. We've covered so much, and I'm genuinely curious, which of these trends resonates most deeply with you? Perhaps you're already experiencing some of these benefits in your own life, or maybe one has sparked a new idea for your future. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights are incredibly valuable to our community and can inspire others. If you found this video helpful, if it brought you a sense of hope or practical ideas, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who can benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that empowers you to live vibrantly at every age. Thank you for joining me today. You have all the power to shape your future. Live your best life at every age.